Back, everyone. 8:47 this morning. We are just 1 week out from this year's Dining Out for Life. More than 100 restaurants will be donating a portion of their sales to the Aliveness Project, benefiting HIV/AIDS services in our communities. So joining us this morning for Kare in the Kitchen, we have Jody Cherry, server extraordinaire.
Big clap for servers.
Big applause for Jody.
We're not worthy.
We also have Pat Montague, owner of JD Hoyt.
We should clap always for that.
And we also, of course, have Dylan Boyer with the Aliveness Project.
I'll take that.
Oh, this is going to be great already.
All right.
Welcome, everybody.
Welcome, everybody.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for
1
having
week away
Oh my goodness, 1
from
week
one of
away.
the biggest fundraising events for the Aliveness Project.
Yes.
For folks who haven't heard, I mean, they should know by
At
now.
this point.
Yeah.
But remind new viewers what it is all about, Dining Out for Life.
Dining Out for Life is one day a year when your meal makes a huge impact here in Minnesota. So we have over 120 participating restaurants, and when you go out and eat at one of those restaurants, they are giving back a generous portion to support your neighbors living with HIV.
Awesome.
So every bite matters.
It sure does.
Every bite matters.
And right now, I'm sure it's crunch time as you get ready, a week out from
It
the
really
event here.
is. Yes, yeah. We're so excited to be featuring JD Hoyts, who have been with us for 15 years. This is their 15th year doing Dining Out for Life, and we're just so grateful for that.
Well, Pat, what keeps you coming back every year?
We're grateful for these guys. Are you kidding me? It's it's a great community thing to do, and it's just loving your neighbor. You know, and that's the bottom line, is keeping people healthy that are living with HIV, and the project's expanded so much
It really
after
has.
it just began, years ago, 15 years ago, but the expansion is huge on it, and we love being part of it. We do all kinds of fundraisers, and this is one of our funnest. So it's really a great evening. But every evening is a great evening at Hoyt's.
Yeah.
But on the 30th, it'll be phenomenal. It always is.
Can't spell fundraiser without fun, right?
That's right.
There we go.
Okay, so JD Hoyt's is one of the 120 participating locations.
Yep.
Where are you guys located so people can start making reservations?
We're right in
today?
the corner. Well, I didn't barely get in now. It's on the corner of 3rd and Washington, right on 394 in Washington, down in the North Loop.
Oh,
so
great
we've been
spot.
there 41 years. I've been there 41 years.
So explain something to me as a kid from Florida. I don't understand the concept of a supper club.
That's
That's
the biggest question.
I had never heard of a supper club
Let me just
until
show
I
you the
moved.
veggie tray.
Look at
That's the start of it all, is a relish tray.
Is this the defining factor of a supper
Well,
club?
typically we're a city supper club, and we're not. A lot of supper clubs are in the North Woods or in Wisconsin.
Okay.
And typically it is a relish tray. It is a family orientated. It is a. It's just a place where your community comes to.
Okay.
So I mean, it's not just a restaurant. It's not just a drive-through. It's a place to come and hang out. And I think that supper clubs, we are only open from 4 o'clock until 10. So we don't do breakfast and lunch. So we are typically a supper club.
Just supper.
Just supper club. And we have a charcoal grill, so our theme's a little different than a lot of supper clubs. I mean, most of them are in the woods, like I said, and you get a great cocktail, a great old fashioned, or, a great, and the difference between Minnesota and Wisconsin is the brandy instead of the bourbon.
Right.
Minnesota uses bourbon, Wisconsin uses straight brandy.
Scotty old
And only
fashioned
sweet
straight.
drink.
Yeah. No,
Why did they muddle my cherry? It's a thing
They
in
have to
Wisconsin.
have that. So, but it's more about community. I
Yeah.
really believe that. It's more about community and family.
Well, you guys the spread is unbelievable. This is a
goodness.
signature thing at supper club. Like you
Absolutely.
go
It is.
and you get your little
So
vegetables
If
and
you're
your...
not getting a vegetable tray, you're not in a supper club.
Not at all.
Or
It's one piece of
It's
the
one-
whole.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want to poo-poo all the other supper clubs out there.
These two make the supper club experience. So every time I've gone to JD Hoyt's, both Jody and Pat greet me with a big hug and say welcome back.
We try to keep everybody, we love everybody. Anybody who comes in, it's what we want. We love the family, we love the community. I have to tell you, the Dine Out for Life is one of my favorites. Everybody's there, and they come back year after year, and it makes it such a special experience for them and for us as a server.
And we know different restaurants offer a different level or a different amount of the proceeds. So like your bill, 10% of your bill will go towards the XYZ. What does JD Hoyt's
Well,
level?
typically it's 25%, and that's food and beverage.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And
so it's
25% of the
that's
bill is
exactly-
going to...
Order.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
a big
And that's
deal.
at everything. Some restaurants, you can have a choice and just do liquor, you can just do food, you can just do lunch. And they make it easy, they really do, for anybody to participate.
That's awesome.
And we've just been in, from day one, and it's one night for us, so it's not overwhelming. We still got to make our costs and still got to pay people.
We still like to pay.
So there's certain things we can't just give the whole place, everything. But it'll be packed every year. It is, and we have great ambassadors that come in, and not only do we give, but the ambassadors go around to the table and they talk about, the Aliveness Project, and you can donate while you're having dinner as well.
awesome.
Yeah.
So people that are there not only to spend money with us, and then we make a cut of it, but they can also donate, and they do, and the clientele does. So it's awesome. It's really good. Yeah.
All right, we're hungry.
This is
I
small.
know.
I just hear the sizzling out the corner of my ear. And
There's
let's get to
scallops.
it.
So
What are we
we'll
doing
talk
here,
real
Pat?
quick about the Buddy Bowl. The Buddy Bowl is kind of a signature deal. I was the head chef for the first 9 years. We used to have a little table back by the grill, and it was a small little one-room building. And we used to build this up. The Cajun was kind of my flair. I was a north side. I grew up in the north side of Minneapolis, but I love the Cajun flair, so we kind of went with it. So we built this little appetizer dish. We have dirty rice, which is made with the holy trinity of Cajun cooking, which is celery, green pepper, and onion. It's got black pepper in there. It's got salt. That's what makes it dirty. But we layer a dish and it's called an appetizer. It's just something that we do, and we put it together real quick and easy. So it's layered with dirty rice, and then we got red beans, which is a staple of Southern, hospitality. This is home cooking 101 right there.
That's some comfort food.
And then we got the Creole sauce, which is basically an Italian red sauce, garlic, and then we add all kinds of, because we're a kind of a protein house. So we kind of add a lot of protein in there. So it's got andouille sausage, and it's got chicken and prime rib, and it's got chops in there, and then it's got, of course, the Holy Trinity, the Cajun green pepper, and then we put that on top, and we put a little cheese on top of that.
Oh my goodness.
It's like
And it's kind of
souped up chili.
this is to be shared, or you can of course have one all by your own
I'm
self.
not sharing.
There we go.
A lot of people
He
don't.
doesn't share.
And
So
then-
this is an appetizer?
And this is an appetizer.
This is like a whole meal.
This is
Pat.
well, we could share this. we could make friends. We could
have this
make
together.
friends. So then we take the shrimp and
Wait,
the
there's
scallops
more?
and catfish.
Yes.
There's more.
And this goes right on top of that.
What is that? Catfish?
That's catfish.
Okay.
And we have a grill. I'm doing this in a pan today, but it's typically done on a grill. And I have a little butter in here today, so it's nothing major. A little Cajun spice. And people in Minnesota, don't be worried about Cajun spice. It's flavor. It is. It's
So spicy.
in Minnesota, it's salt and pepper
I
that
know.
kind of scares people. So we're
like,
not.
whoa,
we don't-
whoa, too much.
Yeah. So then we put it in the oven, and by the miracle of TV,
What?
it comes out twice the size.
Wow, that's magical. That looks
But that's
amazing.
what we call a buddy bowl. And the only reason we call it a buddy bowl is because it was only for buddies. It was never on the menu. So you had to be on the inner circle of friendship to get it.
the circle of trust.
And if you sat next to me, next to the grill or a friend of Jody's and came in, you could order it. And we put it on the
nobody would
menu
know.
about 10 years ago
Nobody
just
would
because
know.
of the fact
We would
that
tell you about it.
everybody wanted it. And so you'd bring a client in for dinner, have dinner with them, and then the client would come in and say, well, I want that deal. Whatever the thing is.
I want that
You ain't a buddy yet. You're not on the inner circle of friendship yet. And so then we put it on the menu, and now we build them. Obviously, this is for a larger party of maybe 8 or 10. The other one, the smaller one, is for one more for like a 4 top.
Okay.
And then we also do make them individually as well. So we
So
make
now
them
that this
small
is on the
ones.
menu, what's the secret thing we should be ordering now?
The toffee.
You're using your journalism
toffee.
The
skills.
toffee.
The toffee?
We have a toffee
toffee
cake that's phenomenal.
But it's served with some
secret?
ice cream.
Yes.
That's not on
Not
the
on the
How do you
menu.
order it? Like,
Well,
I want
you-
that
I want the
cake.
secret one.
Just
Give
two
me the
knots on the
You're on the
table.
inner circle of friendship.
I'm the answer different.
You're in. You're in. And that's kind of what makes it a supper club fun, too.
Oh, that's fun.
Because
Join
we
the
do
club.
all kinds of stuff like that.
So we got like less than a minute here.
I gotta eat
Yes.
something. Can I
Try it all.
Just want to give you one more chance to plug the restaurant, where it is, where can people find you?
Yep. And these ones are hot if you want to try the hot
down to
ones. Those
Jody
ones are the
Hoyt's.
ice cold.
Jay
North
Hoyt.
Loop.
301 Washington
Yes.
Avenue
Yeah, down
North. North Loop.
Yep.
There's a
I
lot
saw
of
this.
restaurants
Come on in,
downtown.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
come on in.
Come on in.
Get
Here,
some.
man.
Come
What
on
are you
in.
eating?
Scallops. That is so buttery.
Someone's
and
got to
And I
go
have
into the pork
plates and
chop,
silver
too.
and all that
Thank
stuff
you
for
so
you guys.
much. Thank you, Aliveness. Thank you, Jenny, for
my.
coming by.
Thanks,
So
Dylan.
Thank you.
Dining Out for Life, a week away. Get out and support everybody.
Yeah.
So many
April 30th.
restaurants.
Thanks for having us.
I'm
Thank
joining
you.
the club. I'm joining the club. We'll see.